Today we are going to be comparing two of the cheapest men alive. Mr. Krabs, who will charge you for anything. Breathing, sitting, even existing, even living. And we've got Julius, who can calculate the price of everything. You name it. Laptop, car, door handle, milk, whatever you call it, down to the last penny. Mr. Krabs is the most greediest, cheapest character in SpongeBob. So what this guy does is hoard all the money and never uses it. If a coin drops anywhere in the world, he manages to hear it. This man once sold SpongeBob for 62 cents. I just can't believe it. And he didn't even negotiate. He didn't even... That's the main hard work. SpongeBob's the hardest working workout you can ever get. And he decided to sell him for 62 cents. That alone tells you everything. The Krusty Krab is basically a sweatshop. Extra grease, extra oil, pause. If Krabs could change SpongeBob for oxygen, he would. He's definitely that one manager that could replace you. He's definitely that manager who's like, oh, can you come to work although you're sick? How? How are you asking for someone who's sick to come to work? Hell no, get your lame ass out of here. Also, Mr. Krabs is obsessed with money. He reuses napkins, I mean it, napkins, just to save money. He hates spending money, and most importantly, he runs the Krusty Krab, some sort of like a Chinese sweatshop. Our other character is Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. He knows the price of everything. If Chris pours too much milk, Julius appears out of nowhere. He just teleports, and then he just starts screaming at him saying, that's 12 cents.
That's 49 cents of spilt milk.
12 cents. Please tell me, what are you gonna say with 12 cents? Dust? Yeah, but you gotta feel for him. Julius works 3 jobs. He's a family man, but he does still act like every bill is a personal attack, as if he's getting raided by the government. Also, Julius does too much. He's always calculating costs. I don't know why. What has he got to pay for, honestly? Does he live in the Beverly Hills? Does he have to pay expensive rent? But you gotta understand, it's 2025. We're moving to 2026. Everything's gonna go higher. Cheese, everything, food, just in general, everything's gonna increase. Bills, taxes. I understand Julius, but still, like, he's calculating costs. He's saying, no, that's 12 cents worth of milk. I'm thinking,
Daddy, chill.
Also, he does unplug appliances to save electricity. Honestly, Julius is doing too much now. He unplugs toasters, TV, even your grandma's knitting kit, even if it saves 10 cents a day. There are different levels of cheap. You either be a broke person and cheap, a rich person and cheap, or just being extremely down bad and cheap. So there was a show on this called TLC, Extreme Cheapskates, and I don't know, it's just when kids are just on the, what do you call it, inflatable pool, and then they get out of the inflatable pool with all that mucky water inside, and guess what they did, the family? They used that water for cleaning the dishes. Oh my days, like I can't even imagine what. Sometimes this world is confusing. I don't know why people do that. It's just the
whole generation.
Plate, or you eat it from that fork, or whatever it's called. The dishes, you have to use fresh water and soap, but they're using their own body mucus. It's everything. So yeah, so the scene starts with, so he basically charges what's his name, Squidward, that long ass nose looking with just breathing. So instead of paying them the check that they deserve, so Mr. Krabs makes them pay for their breathing, talking, standing, existing, chewing. Oh my god, like where does Mr. Krabs, man, I don't know what this guy's doing. At this point, SpongeBob and Squidward, this is slavery. So yeah, Julius dresses up as Santa, and he's just giving these kids some reality check. Like honestly, I don't know what he's trying to say to them. He's saying, do you know how much a toy costs, or blah 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 blah, and he's speaking some facts. He is realistic, but come on, if you're not gonna get your kid something for their birthday or for the holidays or for the celebration that they're doing, like, come on, man, that's not right. And the worst part is that he says all of this stuff to the kid, saying, oh, it's $130 to what do you call it, to pay all that stuff for the toys, and then he just tells them, oh, you're not gonna get it, blah blah blah, and he just makes children reality or dreams crash. So yeah, it's a funny twisted part of Julius. Nah, he's doing too much now, Julius. Every kid's telling like they want to have an oven, they want to have a scooter, they want to have simple toys, and the kid, I'm sorry, but he's blind, and he said to him, eyesight. Julius responded to the kid and said eyesight, and he said, oh, that's going to be very expensive. How can you say that to a kid? So Mr. Krabs treats others like shit. Krabs underpays SpongeBob. SpongeBob does so much work and he doesn't get paid enough. Yeah, it's just Mr. Krabs is like that, and honestly, I think the way he treats Squidward and SpongeBob, he's a super villain. Honestly, he's actually the worst super villain ever. And Krabs underpays SpongeBob so badly that minimum wage looks like a salary for the homeless. doesn't make sense, but you get the idea. Moving on, we've got Julius. He guilt trips Chris over 10 cents, like he's committing a financial warfare, like he's committing crimes. I've never seen this before. And what's even worse is that Julius, he'll even turn off lights while you're still in the room just to save money. It's beyond saving. Like, you can't save this person. He's so fixated on saving money that he can't even live a normal life. It's tough. It's tough out here. So we got Julius, who everybody hates Chris. He's worried about him spending too much on the power, so electricity bills. And he talks it through, and honestly, it's wild what he does. He pretty much, he recommends his wife to obviously combine breakfast and dinner. Like, come on, bro. Like, what did he say? He said Brenner. Come on, man, these people. Julius is doing way too much. How are you making breakfast and dinner? You basically, at this point, they might as well just call it fasting at this point. What's worse is that he takes a picture of what's inside the fridge, and then he places it on the outside of the fridge so that he says, oh, you know what to get, instead of wasting time opening the fridge. So you have to be quick with it. Like, I've never seen this in my life. What kind of strategy is this? I don't think this gets any worse. So SpongeBob discovers there's an old, dusty, crusty, musty, finished Krabby Patty under the oven. He decides to pick it up and throw it in the bin. That's what a normal person would do. But no, this psycho of a crab, this psycho, someone who's, even Joker would not be able to do this. You know, Joker, he's on next level psychosis, but he has the hygiene to actually eat a normal burger. But no, we got Mr Krabs having some sort of, what's that called, crabominator, whatever the thing, it just grabs it and takes it out of the bin and says, you know what, you saved 5.2 cents. On what? On the most prehistoric, oldest burger I've ever seen in my life. This scene, honestly, shocks me. It hurts me. It really does hurt me. Mr Krabs says to SpongeBob, sell it to a customer. It has to be sold. SpongeBob has the heart to say no, but Mr Krabs says, no, you need to sell it. How can you be this sick of a person to sell this? This is food poisoning. It's beyond food poisoning. This is nuclear, toxic, everything put together. And the hygiene, honestly, if I was an inspector here at the Krusty Krabs, it would have been negative. The numbers have been in the negatives. Finished. It's finished. Yeah, I've got a random thought. I always wanted to know, does Mr Krabs actually pay taxes? Does he actually pay the bills? I'd love to know how that works, because even Joke out here is paying money to the IRS. So yeah, that's going to be a wrap up for the video. So yeah, in the comments, just type in who's the cheapest man alive. You can include Julius, you can include Mr Krabs, or in another multi-universe, or another character. Just add people. Whoever's most cheapest, please write down in the comments.